The Samsung Galaxy S8, the OnePlus 5T and now the Honor 7X, 3 phones, 3 OEMs and 3 drastically different price points. So what binds them all together? Their tall, sundar displays. The mantra for 2017 has been make the phones tall and lean, smaller bezels and a large screen. Yeah, well, that actually rhymed. So let's see which ones nail this new trend perfectly. Hey guys, I'm Ash, your host for the day, and today on C4E Tech, we look back at the best phones with 18:9 displays from the year past. Oh, and if you guys love our videos, do smash that like button, subscribe and click on that bell icon to get on our notification squad. Let's now get to the video itself. The first one on our list today is the Honor 7X. It looks cool, it's got a 5.93-inch Full HD Plus display, and what's more, it can be yours for as little as 13,000 rupees. But this device is not just about the looks. Sure, the slim bezels and the metal build look great, but what good is a great looking phone if it stutters every time you're in a hurry? Well, Huawei took care of that by having a high silicone Kirin 659 in the innards of this Honor 7X. And they did a fairly good job as well because this device is quite good in day-to-day usage and even for gaming. If, however, you do have a slightly higher budget, then do consider spending 5,000 rupees more and picking up again, an Honor phone, the Honor 9i. The externals remain almost the same, save for a reshuffling of the camera placement, and that is good. Why? Because this means the same slim bezels and metal build carry over, and this time to the front we have a marginally smaller display at 5.9 inches. The quality though remains the same and we loved watching content on this device. The only improvement we could have wished for was a brighter screen for better sunlight visibility. If you don't mind paying a bit more, the 9i does offer better cameras. The rear camera is a little better than the one on the 7X, and especially if you're someone who takes a lot of selfies, then the 9i must just be your phone of choice. The 13-megapixel selfie camera paired with another 2-megapixel front shooter helps to take some impressive portrait mode shots for the segment at least. Along with that, with the bump up to 19,000 rupees, you also get 64 gigs of onboard storage. Is that worth it? Should you get the 7X instead? You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Next up on our list is one of the phones that has managed to impress me the most this year. The OnePlus 5 was an excellent device in itself, and the OnePlus 5T gave it a much needed 2017 facelift. The 5T sports a 6.01-inch screen to the front, and of course, since it's made its place on this list, it is an 18:9 AMOLED panel. This is one of the best Full HD Plus panels that we've seen all year, with excellent brightness levels and viewing angles to boot. Internally, the OnePlus 5T sports the Snapdragon 835 chip and comes in two variants with 6 or 8 gigs of RAM and 64 or 128 gigs of storage respectively. This is one seriously fast phone thanks to the combo of killer hardware and Oxygen OS that is very close to stock Android. In fact, it has been beating all the other Android flagships that we've pitted it against. The dual camera setup on this one is pretty good as well. Overall, it's a very well-rounded phone for the price tag of 33,000 Indian rupees, and hell, if you want to pay a little bit more, you can even get a Star Wars edition. If you're a Star Wars fan, head on over, not to the comments, you could leave a comment, but you could also give this video a thumbs up. Anyway, if you do crave a higher resolution from your tall display, then the LG V30 Plus with its 45,000 rupee price tag is a great deal to snag. Sporting a much higher resolution display at 2880 by 1440 pixels, the V30 Plus's 6-inch POLED panel has decent brightness, punchy colors and excellent sharpness. Along with that, this device is also Google Daydream ready and is certified to play HDR10 content. If you don't mind the slight color tilt while viewing it off axis, then this is a phone that will flow you with its display. The quad DAC, IP68 ingress protection, military standard 810G rating and the beautiful curved edge-to-edge design sandwiched between two slabs of Gorilla Glass 5. These are just there to sweeten the deal even further. The phone also sports some beefy internals to drive that high-resolution display. There's a top-of-the-line Snapdragon 835 chip inside coupled with 4 gigs of RAM. On the camera front, LG sets itself apart with its dual camera config, sporting a 120-degree field of view lens that lets you capture some pretty unique shots. Overall, this is the cheapest flagship with the Snapdragon 835 chip from a tier 1 brand in 2017, and it comes highly recommended from us. But if budget isn't of any concern, if you want just the best that Android has to offer, then you gotta go with the Galaxy Note 8. I run out of superlatives trying to describe this 6.3-inch AMOLED panel. It is bright, it's insanely sharp with a resolution of 2960 by 1440. The colors are punchy and the viewing angles are excellent. And of course, it's tall with an aspect ratio of 18.5 by 9. It is, quite simply put, the best display on a smartphone, period. I know it also has HDR10 support in case you were wondering, but then the Note has always been about the productivity crowd, so there is also the included stylus, the S Pen, to make use of the giant screen real estate, and underneath we have the Exynos 8895 octa-core chip coupled with 6 gigs of RAM to make sure it can run everything that you throw at it without as much as batting an eyelid. It also sports a dual camera setup, but these 12 megapixel sensors come with dual OIS and large 1.4 and 1 micron sized pixels respectively. Put simply, this is the best overall package that Android has to offer, and you'd be hard-pressed to find faults with this device. Hey, wait a minute. Haven't you been going around saying the Pixel 2 XL is your favorite device this year? What gives? If this is what you're thinking, yep, and it is an honorary mention on this list. The reason why I ranked the Note 8 over the Pixel 2 XL is not because of the display issues, because frankly I feel they've been blown way out of proportion. The display could have been better, it should have been better, but I highly doubt you're going to be disappointed by it. But the reason why it doesn't find its way onto this list is because it's priced even higher than the Note 8. Yes, it's got a nice build, yes, it runs on the latest version of Android Oreo, the only device on this list to do so currently, and yes, Google has promised it 3 years of support. And again, one more time, yes, it's got excellent cameras and its portrait mode performance is unmatched. And when it comes to selfies, there is absolutely nothing else that even comes close. But all that said, the price Google demands for it, coupled with the fact that it is a single SIM device, which is definitely a pain point, especially in India, and the fact that Google killed the headphone jack just a year after making fun of Apple, means the Note 8's the one that I'm picking over my favorite phone of the year for this list. So talking about high prices and single SIMs, if you want an Apple device, then there is just one to consider. One Apple device to rule them all, no confusion here, no big list. And guess what? It just got a price hike in India. So for the low price tag with which you could buy a Note 8 and a OnePlus 5T, two phones on this list, you can now get an iPhone 10. And since I didn't really get to spend a lot of or any time with it, here is Sundar.
Hey guys, Sundar here. The iPhone 10 is a notch above the rest. Okay, I'll stop with the puns now, but seriously, Apple have done an excellent job with the all-screen front in the iPhone 10, and at 2436 by 1125, this high-resolution 5.8-inch screen is one of the best tall displays you'd find in the market. Apple of course has tweaked around with the colors a bit, but the most polarizing aspect of this phone, other than the lack of the home button, are the cameras to the back. 4K 60 FPS on a smartphone is something that only the A11 Bionic can pull off, and damn, the footage looks good. Even at 240 FPS 1080p, this camera just continues to shine. An impressive performer across the board, the iPhone 10 is the best iPhone yet, and that too by quite a large margin.
So these were our choices for the top phones of the year, toting 18:9 displays up front. Do you guys agree with our choices, or do you feel there are other phones that deserve a mention? Let us know through the comments below. I know, yeah, we will be leaving links to buy these phones along with links to our detailed reviews on all these devices down in the description below. So do check them out before you decide to pull that trigger. And do share this video with your friends and family this holiday season. Spread some tech love along with plum cake. That's a line somebody wrote. That's a line I approved. I'm sorry guys. If you got tired of these lame puns, you know what to do. But if you did like the video, go ahead, hit that like button, get subscribed, and click on that bell icon to get notified each time a new video goes live here on C4E Tech. So that's it for now. Till next time, this here is Ash, calling it like I see it. You guys have a wonderful Christmas week ahead. Bye-bye now.